this is actually though for the Black Table Talk that we've done. I don't know if you've ever seen our Black Table Talk before, but I can send you the last issue, onto your email if you've never seen it before. But like I was telling you last week, we do a spotlight, a reentry spotlight interview on each
Mhm.
issue. And so, like I said, Ms. Harris, she had suggested to me that we interview you for this issue. She
Okay.
said that, you had been part of the Ready for Work program and you made some good strides with that program, and also with your reentry, you've been successful in that. And that's what we're looking for as far as when we do this interview. So my first question to you is just how long were you incarcerated for?
I was incarcerated for 27 years and 4 months to be exact, from 1994 to 2021, December, this 2021. So from the age of 17 to the age of 44 and a half, well, 44 and I turned 45 the week after I got released from prison.
Oh, wow. And so you just got out. I mean, you haven't even
Yeah,
been out a whole 6 months.
no, I just got out. I
Man.
just got out.
So what has, I mean, I only did 6 years, so I can only imagine, like what was it like, coming home and seeing all the, the technology, the way that all that's changed, and just the way the city has changed and just everything. How was that coming home and seeing all that?
But really, I haven't really soaked in that I'm home yet. Until you feel like you got your own, you don't really consider it home. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So um coming home and being the way the city technology stuff is like that, I picked it up real easy. I had I have little computer knowledge from being in prison, from doing little micro typing, PowerPoint, Word, learn how to work the computer for Lord Library's uses. I pretty much had a little bit of sense with it. But seeing how the city changed, it really haven't changed. It's different people in the same places for real. You
Right.
got people. I mean, it saddens when you see people that's in the same age bracket that I'm in, that been in the same places I've been for even more time that I have done, or to the same time stint, and they right back doing the same thing they were doing. They got them in prison. It's kind of sad and for real. So they really nothing changed.
Okay. Okay. And so since you've been home, I'm assuming, just like with, all the rest of us returning citizens, that you've had some barriers, you've had some things to overcome as far
Mhm.
as trying to get to a successful reentry. Could you explain a little bit about what that looked like for you?
Is trying to get if I like trying to get a stable job. I had a job working for 2 weeks. I left it for working for Rise of Files out for a church for Edge Concept. I left there alone because they got you going around from door to door knocking. It's freezing cold. I'm a tall black man. Um, and a person you can knock somebody's door, you can open the door, be in a bad mood, you could woke them up from having a peaceful sleep. They might not feel a bit like being bothered, or they could be a racist. You know what I'm saying? Or they can be a prejudiced person. They could be a black person prejudiced towards their own people. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of too much to put me in a risky situation. So in order for me to maintain who I am as a humble person, man, I gotta remove myself from any kind of situation. So that was only took me like two to 3 weeks to get a job, and I came home.
Okay.
um, other than that, man, it's really ain't too hard. I believe that people got to know what they want. People got to say they tired of being a fool, or looked at like a fool, or looked at like an adolescent, even though they're an adult. I believe people got to get tired of being that kind of way, get out their own way, and move towards a better light. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I've been in jail too long. I lived my whole 20s, my 30s, had midway of my 40s in prison. I ain't trying to come back home and be stagnating myself. Like my whole motivation is to get an apartment that I call that's just my own. Give me a car that's my own. Give me a stable job that provide me with the means of funds to maintain my own. So it's not really hard. You just got I believe people just gotta do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So how did you come to hear about the National Reentry Network for Returning Citizens?
I heard about it through Ready for Work program. Miss Shauna Harden, she got me connected with Mr. Leston about getting a Ready for Work program, because I came home, like I said, my feet haven't stopped moving. I got released December 20th. I made it home the 21st, and I've been moving around ever since trying to get self situated. So but Shauna Harden had told me about the Ready for Work program. I'm like, man, yeah, I do that because I can, you know what I'm saying, I want me a job. I ready to get my life on the track it's supposed to be on. So by me being in the Ready for Work program, I heard about this program, and it led me down here to being where I'm at now, talking to you.
Okay. So what were your experiences in the Ready for Work program? Like, how did you like it?
Oh, it's a wonderful program, because the program, the way the people set up in the room, we all come to a point where we build a bond. I ain't gonna say a family bond. That's too deep. But we build a kind of bond with each other. Like, okay, we all know we're in the same situation. We're in the same boat. We just on different sides rowing the paddles. And it's a good experience, because you got Cynthia Duckett, who the coordinator of the class. She wonderful. She a wonderful instructor, and she know how to make people see the light of understanding how to talk, how to present yourself. When it's time for you to go out there, represent yourself to a person who might be looking to hire you, how to not knock yourself for being an ex-felony. So the program is a good program. And I believe that a person only get out of something what they put into something anyway.
Absolutely, I agree. So my last question for you then is, what are you looking to do? Like, do you have any future short-term or long-term goals that you look
Yeah.
that you're moving towards right now? Like, where do you see yourself now going in what direction?
My short-term goal, just like I said, it's a necessity game. I want to find me a good paying, stable job. I want to find me an apartment I can afford to be living in. Even I gotta go to getting the government assistance, get a voucher or anything like that. I want to achieve my learning permit and then get my driver license. I want to be able to get me a SUV or a car that can move me from point A and get me to point P, not point B, but point P. Um, I want to be able to get a better savings account. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to get to a point where me even having a simple amount of thought as I did as a child is no longer existing inside me in any kind of way, not the least of the urge, anything that kind of way. Because living life as a man is way different than living life as a boy out here in the world. Or it's way different from living inside of a prison wall where they tell you when to eat, they tell you when to take a shower. They tell you when to flush a toilet. They tell you when to come out, what to watch TV. It's a complete difference. They tell you what you got to dress in, what you can't wear, when you can go outside, when you can work out. You know what I'm saying? Have my life under control by someone for so many years, and now I'm able to control my own life to a degree. Now I'm trying to get all the control of my life by gaining the things I said I want to gain: an apartment, a job, a car, driver license, insurance, a savings account, and then everything else after that, it's going to be fertile. It's going to grow into a street that's strong that no wind, no man, or anything can knock down or cut down. So that's my whole focus.
Okay, all right, that sounds good, man. I wish you all the best, man. I thank you for.
But just to let you know, that's just my short term. Long term, well,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. What's
No, but go ahead.
what's the long term looks like?
I say that for you for another time. You invite me back.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview and everything for us, man. The only thing, last thing I just ask is if you can, after we done or whenever you get a chance, if you could send like email me like a picture, like a headshot of you that we can put on up for the article. Okay.
I got you. I got
Okay,
you.
appreciate it. And like I said, I'm gonna email you the last issue that we did so you can take a look at that and just get an idea of where your interview will fit in with that. All right.
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
No question. Appreciate you, man. For all you doing.
I appreciate you. All right.